Hello everyone! Welcome to my channel, You Learn Math Easy. Sa channel na to, tayo ay nagsosolve ng mga math problems from grade 7, grade 8, and grade 9. Kung bago ka pa lang sa channel na to, please subscribe, like, and comment. You can also press the notification bell for more videos to come. You can also share this video kung may kilala kang nahihirapan sa math para po makatulong po tayo. Okay? In this video, pag-uusapan natin yung joint variation. In my last two videos, I talk about direct at saka inverse variation. Kung hindi mo pa napanood yun, nilagay ko po yung link sa ilalim. You can press that and watch. Okay, but this time, let's talk about joint variation. So what is joint variation? So joint variation is when a quantity varies directly as the product of two or more quantities. Okay? Para rin siyang direct variation, pero meron na tayong two or more quantities. So, pakita natin yung equation. So, what is the equation of joint variation? So, the equation of variation given that y varies jointly as x and z is y equals kxz. If you notice, may dalawa tayong variable, x at saka z. So, where k is a constant of variation and k is not equal to 0. Okay, if you remember, yung equation ng direct variation is just y equals to kx. So, sa joint variation, nilagyan lang natin ng z. Okay, yun yung pinagkaiba nila. Okay, so we have also the constant of variation. So what is the equation of constant of variation? We have this one. Constant of variation is equals to k equals y over x z. Okay, ito yung equation niya. So paano ba kinuha yung k? So from our equation na y equals to kxz, yung ginawa is we divide both sides by xz. Okay? So, makakancel yung x at saka yung z. So, yung maiwan is y over xz equals k. So, that's why ito yung naging formula or equation ng ating constant of variation. Okay? So, let's have examples. Okay, we need to translate the following into constant of variation or in equation. Okay, so let's translate each statement to an equation using k as a constant of variation. So let's have number 1. Okay, the quantity p varies jointly as the quantities p and w. If you notice, malalaman mo kapag joint variation because varies jointly yung ginagamit na sentence. Okay, let's write that. P varies jointly as the quantities p and w. Put the constant of variation at saka p at saka yung w. Ganun lang po kasimple yung equation niya. Number 2, the quantity t varies jointly as m and the square of h. Okay, just write t equals varies jointly the k and the m and the square of h, which is h squared. Okay, next, the volume of a pyramid varies jointly as the height h and the area of the base b. So, volume equals the k and also the height and the base. So, ganun lang po kasimple yung pagsulat ng equation ng mga statements na to. Okay, next. So, let's have these examples. Find the constant of variation and the equation of variation given that y varies jointly as x and z. Okay? So, meron na yung dalawang hahanapin, the constant of variation at saka yung equation of variation. Okay, let's have number 1. Okay, may given tayo y equals 3 when x is 6 and z equals 4. So, first write our equation. Okay? Y equals is 2kxz. z. Meron tayong given na 3, x, at saka z. So, hanapin muna natin yung constant of variation. So, constant of variation is equals to y over x, z. Pwede kang mag-direct substitute ng mga given, pero mas madali kapag meron ka ng equation ng variation, constant of variation. So, constant of variation, so substitute natin yung mga values. What is our y? 3. At yung ating x is 6. At yung ating z is 4. Okay, so we have k is equals to 3 over 6 times 4 is 24. So, we have our k equals, write natin sa simplest form, that is 1 over 8. So, our k is 1/8. Okay, so this is now our k. Ito na yung ating k. Okay, next, we need to find the equation of variation. So, pagtapos nakuha na yung k, just simply substitute this into our equation. Yon. Okay, we have now y is equals to 1 over 8 x, z. So, ito na yung ating equation of variation. Ganun lang po kasimple. Okay? Next, let's have number 2. O, dito ko lang ilagay Okay, number 2. Okay, ganun rin. Isulat mo una yung equation, ex, z. Okay, so next, the formula of the constant of variation, y is equals to over xz. Next, just substitute the given values of y and x and z. So we have the value of y, which is 4. And we have the value of x, which is 3 over 2. And we have the value of z of 4 over 5. Okay? Okay, so let's simplify further. K is equals to 4. Unahin muna natin yung denominator kasi complex yung denominator. So we need to multiply. Okay, we need to use the cancellation method. K2 cancel. So we need to multiply 3 times 2 is 6. And we have 1 times 5 is 5. Okay, further we have k is equals to 4 over 6 over 5. That will be 4 times 5 over 6. Ito po yung rule ng division ng mga fractions. Okay, so we need to maka-cancel to. Okay, yung 3 is, yung 6 magiging 3. So we have 2 times 5, we have 10. And we have 3. So we have the constant of variation na 10 over 3. Okay, next, after na nakuha mo yung constant of variation, so just substitute that sa ating equation. Sorry. Okay, so we have now y equals 10 over 3 x, z. Okay? So, ganun po kadali yung pagkuha ng constant of variation at saka equation of variation. Okay? So, you just need to recall division of fractions, multiplication of fractions. Okay? So, next. Okay. So, we have these problems on joint variation. Okay? So, let's answer this one. Okay, let's read the problem muna. Okay, if m varies jointly as b and n, and m equals 12, when b equals 5, and n equals 2. Okay, so find m when b equals 10, and n equals 3. Okay, so paano natin sasagutan ito? First, let's write the equation. We have m varies jointly as b and at saka n. Huwag kalimutan yung constant of variation. So this is our equation. Tapos may given tayo na M is equals to 12, B equals 5, at meron tayong N equals 2. Okay? So in this given, masosolve natin yung constant of variation. Okay? So simply substitute that sa ating equation. So M is 12. Okay? K, just copy the K. We have the B, which is 5. Yung N natin is 2. Okay? So 12 equals K. 5 times 2 is 10. So let's divide both sides by 10. Okay? So makakancel ito. So maiwan yung K. So we have 12 over 10. Or change that in lowest term, we have 6 over 5 equals K. Or our K is equals to 6 over 5. So we have the value of our K, which is 6 and 5. Okay? So after that, substitute that in our equation. This one. So M equals 6 over 5 B N. Okay? So next problem, find M. Hanapin raw yung M. Yung M yung hinahanap when B is 10 and N is 3. Okay, so paano? Just simply substitute that sa ating bagong equation na merong constant of variation na value. So, just substitute M is equals to 6 over 5. Ilan yung B natin? 10. Ilan yung N natin? 3. Okay, so M equals, that is 6 over 5. 10 times 3 is 30. Okay, we can cancel this out. And we have 6. So we have 6 times 6, we have 36. Okay, so the answer is 36. So M is 36 when B is 10 and N is 3. Okay, so ganun lang po kasimple. You just only substitute the values of the given. Okay, next. How about this problem number 2? Okay, let's try to answer this problem number 2. So let's read the problem. The safe load for a wooden rectangular beam varies jointly as its width and the square of its depth. If the safe load of a beam 2 inches wide and 8 inches deep is 640 pounds, what is the safe load of a beam 3 inches wide and 10 inches deep? Okay? Nakuha nyo ba yung problem? So, wala tayong given na mga variables. So, tayo yung gagawa ng ating mga variables. So, okay? So, we have the wooden rectangular beam varies jointly. So, we have the wooden rectangular beam. So, let's put that as our R. Lagyan natin ng R yan. Tapos, varies jointly as its width and the square of its depth. So, yung width natin, lagay natin ng W. Yung square of its depth, yung depth natin, lagyan natin ng D. So, we have the equation. We have R is equals to K W D square. Kasi, yung statement is the square of its depth. Okay, so this is our equation. Okay, we have the given values. Okay, if the safe load of a beam 2 inches wide, we have W, which is 2 inches, and the depth is or the D is 8. Tama ba? Okay, is 640 pounds. Okay, and we have the R, that is the R, 640 pounds. So what is the safe load of a beam 3 inches wide and 10 inches depth? Okay, dito muna tayo. So first muna tayo. Okay, we have this given, so we can solve for the value of our K. So just substitute the values. We have R, which is 640, equals K. Yung W natin is 2. inches at yung ating depth is 8. We have this one squared. Okay? Or lagay natin sa loob. This one. Okay? So 640 equals K. Unahin muna natin yung exponent. May exponent. So 8 times 8 is 64. Okay, 640 equals K times 2 times 64. We have 128K. So 128. So we need to divide both sides by 128. By 128. Maka-cancel. So we have the value of K. So K is equals to 640 over 128. So this will be 5. Okay? So you have the value of our constant of variation, which is 5. And after that, we need to substitute that sa ating equation. 5, R is equals to 5 WT squared. Okay, next problem. What is the safe load of a beam 3 inches wide? So, what is the safe load raw? Yung hinahanap is yung R. Okay? Tapos, given tayo ng width na 3 at yung depth na 10. Okay? So, just simply substitute the values. Okay? R. So, 5. What is our W? That is 3. And we have 10, the D. So, this one. Okay? So, R equals 5. Okay? Times 3 times 100. So, 10 squared is 100. R is equals to 5 times 3, 15 times 100 is 1,500. Tama ba? 15 times 100 is 1,500 pounds. Okay? This is in pounds. Okay, so the safe load of a beam is 1,500 pounds with 3 inches wide and 10 inches deep. Okay? So, ganun lang po. Kasimple paano mag-solve ng joint variation. Okay? So, that's all for this video. I hope you have learned something. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and also please hit the notification bell para ma-notify po kayo sa mga susunod na videos to come. Thank you po and God bless.